Hey, happy Tuesday once again, band members. Mr. Rogers here with the Sonora Elementary Bobcat Band. Hey, you Simpsons fans. Yeah, you know what this is, if you've seen the episode. So, if you haven't played number 173, Notes in Disguise with me in your Central Elements 2000 book, go ahead and play through this with me first. If you want to go back first, come back here, that's fine. The order does not matter today. So, for this case on number 174, Half-Steppin, okay, this involves a pattern that you honor band people, if you've auditioned for honor band in the past, you're familiar with this pattern, right? It's called a chromaticism, okay? There's half steps is what we call them. In music theory, we call them minor seconds, right? The space between two notes is what we call the interval. So the interval is half steps or minor seconds. It's really interchangeable between musicians. So it doesn't matter which one you say. More common, you'll say half steps. So you have this chromatic scale, and you'll notice that most scales, the lowest note is the same letter name as the highest note. That's usually the case for scales. Look at your lowest note and the highest note. Right? It's not the same letter name. So you got to look at that. If you're used to playing an entire chromatic scale, well, look at this. Make sure you understand you're not actually going up all the way up to the octave. So that might catch you off guard if you're used to that sound. Okay, so you should have this sort of sound where all the notes, they're equally spaced and they're very close together, right? If it was an octave, then it would have been down there. But so that's the tonality sort of chromaticism. And chromatic notes, there's a description for it right above. They are altered. Let's see. Let's just read the description above. I've given you my description of what it is, but the book might have a better way of explaining it. Chromatic notes are altered with sharps and flats, natural signs, which are not in the key signature. Yep, that's true. So the smallest distance between two notes is a half step. Ooh, there you go. And a scale made up of the consecutive half steps is called chromatic scale. So when I was saying earlier that the notes are equally spaced as you go throughout the scale, it's always a half step, right? So that is the space between every note. It's a sequence of notes that are half steps. So let's look at your key signature. What major scale would it line up with? Concert B flat major scale. But you're not going to pay a whole lot of, you will pay attention to it because some of the notes you'll notice throughout this scale, it's not a full scale, but some of them are just not marked because it's in your key signature. Right, so for low brass people, you have an B flat and an E flat, as well as flutes and percussion. So your E isn't marked flat because it's already flat in your key signature. So keep that in mind. You do still have to use your key signature when playing a chromatic scale. Okay, look at your lowest note, highest note. Look at where the rest is. Rests are very important. That's your opportunity to take a big breath without flexing, right? When you get to that point, make sure to expand from beneath, and then you have the capacity to play the rest of the tune. Last note has 4 beats. So I expect you to hold it out for that long. Now's your time to sight read this on your own. Go ahead and pause the video and sight read it. All right, so you guys are familiar with the sound? And even if you haven't done honor band before or the audition, you've likely played chromatics scales in your regular band. Okay, I know we have at the Bobcat Band. It's different wherever you go. So everybody has a different routine. Let's go ahead and play 174 together. About this tempo. Da-da-da-da-da. Slurs are important. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. It's strange to go from that lowest note to the highest note. It's like a concert C to the concert B flat. Typically in a chromatic scale, you'll go from that concert C to the concertzy above that. So I want us to play it faster now. So if you feel like that's under your fingers, let's play it again, but it's going to be like dee da da dee da 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 da. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Nice. Now it's going to be even faster. So if you're good at that, let's play it faster. Dia da da dia da 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 dia dia da da dia da da da. Now we're in cut time. So it's 1, 2, or dia da, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Treat the quarter notes like eighth notes, half notes like quarter notes, whole note like a half note. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready. It sounds funky, man. It sounds funky. It's got to be the whole scale. So, fantastic job, everybody. We'll be seeing you again soon. Tomorrow is the instrument drop-off for the Bobcat Band. So if you're hearing this, make sure to get all the information you can from the video that I released yesterday. Also, if you haven't watched the Memorial Taps video that I uploaded later yesterday afternoon, go ahead and check it out. It's got some good history on it. And I play some trumpet outside for you as well. So, y'all have a good day. I'll see a lot of you tomorrow. Peace.